Look, he barking at nothing. Remember, I was telling you guys about the spiritual world. Remember, look, you guys, do you see anybody up here at the park with me besides this homeless guy clothes? Who the hell you barking at, dude? And I was just telling somebody about poster guys and things of those sorts. I've been feeling like I'm being watched. I'm gonna just say that. It's silly, but this guy up here at the park, he talks to himself a lot. He sees things. This guy lives up here at the park. He talks to himself. So within that, I guess I pick up at the second um lecture right now. The spiritual realm is very real, in which I tell you guys, and when you touch something, everything has a spirit. A table has a spirit. When you touch a table, you have a spirit to sit something on it. You get the spirit of sitting. You touch a seat, you get the feeling of sitting down. Spirit of sitting down, resting. If you was to touch a bed, you would get the spirit of sleeping, comfort. Um, Everything has a spirit. So with that being said, I want to tell you guys that it is amazing that all this connects to my second lecture, which I was going to finish off at the spiritual realm and why I picked up at that. My friend was telling me that I was first off, how I got to this conversation, I was talking to my friend. She wanted to see me, so I stopped by to see her, and she was telling me some things. And I would start telling her I wasn't into religion, but I still believe in spirituality. I know spirits are real, they can touch you. And when I said that, it resonated with her, and for some reason. And she said, "Oh, really? You really know a lot. Do you know about sex spirits?" I said, "Yeah, sex spirits are real." She said, "Well, I've been seeing a sex spirit." So, and she asked me about the sex spirit, and I told her most sex spirits come from you sexually indulging into the spiritual, the sexual incartations of sex. Sex is a ritual. If you don't know it, that's why you're supposed to make love and not lust. When you make lust, you commit to ritual. You. That is the only sin of sex. Sex is a beautiful thing, but that's why I say make love, not war. Wars of lust. It's those values within the spiritual realm. But when she said that, I want to say that she was seeing the spirit amid this, if I could say that. So let me, guys, get with you, and hopefully you guys can see me. How do I turn this around? It won't let me turn it around. So, okay. Anyway, you guys, I would try to turn my camera around to see if you guys can see me now. Okay, let's see. Anyway, um, you guys, this really happened with her telling me she was seeing a demon. I told her it was a spirit, and sex spirits can be evil spirits, um, because they come to manipulate. But the highest realm of that spirit within it, that what you would call a demon, is basically a spirit called the mythos. A mythos is a very powerful, very powerful demon within that realm. Um, as you can see, I'm sitting here at the port, and I just wanted to say, like, to you guys, when you entertain, to be entertained means watch that your words are spirits, and words represent spirits that cast spells. So when you entertain someone, you're being entertained. Saying, "Well, I'm entertained by this funniness. I'm entertained by trolling." You're being entertained. Your soul is being entertained. So you have to know that these words that you're saying, that you're casting those spells within these words, within these realms. The same way with sex. So when you say I don't mind touching myself, I want you guys to know that I'm gonna close this off with, we all know that 90% of serial killers say that they're into pornography, right? We do know that, right? So we're not gonna cut this with a butter knife, but do that twice. So I'm just gonna tell you, I'm just not that dude to do that day or night. I'm gonna tell you the truth, just like you get a can of Sprite when you pop it and say you want to pop right now. Listen, point blank, period. Spirits are around us. That's why you can drive a Tesla and you can see, as you go past the graveyard, you can see that it's showing you spirits in the graveyard. So I say when you indulge into different sex acts, you're doing a sexual incartation. When you touch yourself, when you watch pornography, um, indulge into things that is not of real love, that does not come from real love, does not come from a real genuine place. It's not really turn you on intellectually, spiritually, wisdom wise. You got to be careful of those things. Playing with toys, those manifestation of those spirits can manifestate into a poltergeist. Now, I've been dealing with a poltergeist lately. It's not a sexual one, but it is a poltergeist. And I've been researching things, and it's kind of ironic that my dog just started barking. And this is not the first time he did that. I cannot make this up. He did this yesterday. And I had a situation where something came up missing. And I'm not gonna get into that detail. But oh my goodness, it's just crazy things that just been happening. But I've been saying it's because I'm telling you guys a lot of the truth. And I have to tell you the truth. If I don't tell you the truth, then I think I would slip back into a spiritual fight that I already won before. Basically, what I'm saying, I would describe it to you guys another time, another lecture. But I wanted to make sure you guys get this lecture and get this out if you could. I want to vibe with you guys every day. I apologize not for not being consistent with you guys. Um, I want you guys to understand that your soul is deserving of purity, meaning stillness with one. Sometimes you need to sit still. There's nothing wrong with sitting still. And you will see like the monks would sit still for hours in a temple and they would search for stillness because within discomfort, you will find comfortability. So you can always make yourself comfortable. Sometimes you have to find the comfort in discomfortability. If you get what I'm saying. And sometimes you have to sit still to develop those purity and downloads. And you guys understand the mind does not think, it processes, it receives, just as well as a computer, it receives or downloads thoughts and data. I will talk to you about that another time, but hope you guys got this lecture. And I want to make sure you guys remember the key point I'm mentioning, that remembers 90% of serial killers do indulge in sexual misdevious acts before they and indulge into their, you know, murderous capades. So I just want to put that out there again. This is about controlling that spiritual being within yourself. Remember, you have 72 feminine beings within yourself that represent your spiritual femininity within your chakras. And you have 72 solar beings that represent your masculine chakras within your body. That makes up the molecular structure within the human body. So you guys have to understand that it is very in tune that you stay in tune to that order. That's where you get the number 1 and 44 from the Bible. You have let me say this, you have 72 feminine principles and you have 72 masculine principles that makes up the molecular structure of the body. Do not let science and religion lie to you. So with that being said, stay pure. Stay pure. I'm telling you, will find peace and pureness. I know it sounds boring. It sounds boring. Trust me, I know. But trust me, you will find peace and purity. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes you want to, get a little bit ratchet. But trust me, you will find peace and purity. Trust me, you will. So with that being said, I'm out.